you scared of back bounces? Or you just haven't tried them yet? I feel like there's no better way to prepare for them than by doing tricks from back, because it's a great way to get used to the position without actually doing back bounces. And if you already know how to do them, keep watching as well, because I'm going to share 3 easy trick ideas. I'm Rebecca, and I have a talent for discovering all of the pitfalls while learning new tricks. I like to share what I learned along the way to make your journey a little bit easier. In this video, I'm going to explain 3 tricks: Backbounce Chestroll, Backroll from back, and Backbounce Richy Roll, which get progressively a little bit harder. And stay tuned, there's going to be a bonus trick at the end. You can do all of these tricks also while bouncing and sitting, so you don't have to be great at bouncing and standing yet. Let's look at getting to the back position first. If you don't know how to do back bounces yet, you can just go from Korean to back. To do that, you just lean backwards at the very top of the bounce. Put your arms far to the side and let your legs hang next to the line so that your center of gravity is really low, making this actually quite stable. Try to relax into the position and don't worry about falling, it's really not bad. And to make the force even more comfortable, you can put the leash over your leg to the side, but having it between the legs is also fine. With this in mind, let's look at the first trick, Backbounce Chestroll. For this one, you want to be comfortable with chest rolls already, and if you don't know how to do them yet, you can check out the video linked in the description. To do the trick, the leash position doesn't matter a lot. I like to have the leash between my legs and the leash ring behind me, because that's how I like to get up from chest, but it really doesn't matter a lot. Okay, let's look at the motion now. To do the Backbounce Chestroll, you start from back, and then on the way up in the bounce, you move forward, but instead of going to chest directly, you go a little bit right of the line or left of the line, depending on the direction that you choose for the chest roll. Because that way you already initiate the chest roll motion and then you finish like you would normally do for a chest roll, and that's it. The second trick is backroll from back. This is a trick that you can practice very well on a rodeo line. To do that, start by laying on your back, then grab the line behind your shoulder. If you want to roll over the right shoulder, grab with the right hand closer to the shoulder than with the left hand, and look already in the direction that you want to roll. Then move the leg upwards and pull yourself over to land in Korean. If you already know how to do shoulder stands, it makes it easier to use the same shoulder. And with this, we're ready for the highline. For the back roll, the leash position actually matters. If you roll over the right shoulder, you want to have it over the right leg behind you. And then the motion is pretty similar than on a rodeo line. You start from back, you grab the line the same way as you would on a rodeo line, and then at the very top of the bounce, you move your legs upwards and pull yourself over to land in Korean. If you fail the trick and land on one side, the problem is usually that you go too early. And the answer is in at least 95% of the cases to go for it even later. For people with long hair, be careful to not rip out your hair when you grab the line behind you. Let's look at the last trick now, Backbounce Richy Roll. For this one, you should of course already be able to do Richy Rolls. If you don't know how to do them yet, check out the video linked in the description. Similar to the Richy Roll, the leash position for the Backbounce Richy Roll also doesn't matter a lot. Different than for the other 2 tricks, I found this one a lot easier when you have more bounce, so it might be harder when you only bounce in sitting, but I tried, it's still possible. To do the trick, you start from back, and you start the trick very early on the way up in the bounce. The first thing you do is to start moving towards Korean and to grab with the hand that is next to the fixed leg. While you move further up, you throw the leg over the line and re-grab with the other hand. And then you seamlessly go into the sofa roll motion and finish as you would normally for a sofa roll. The key here is to fully lie down, and then as soon as the line starts going up, you start the trick to initiate the roll early enough. If you're still watching and know how to do shoulder stands, I have a bonus trick for you. Back to shoulder. Ideally, you have the leash in between your legs and the leash ring behind you. And then you start in back, you throw yourself forward, grab the line and push yourself up to shoulder at the very top of the bounce. And if you don't know how to do shoulder stands yet, don't worry, there's gonna be a video on that soon. I hope you're now motivated to practice tricks from back so that you're comfortable in the position until I finish my next video on back bounces. Have fun until then and see you next time.